Divine Feminines, I'm hearing it's either a job or a relationship, okay? But something's definitely holding you back or blocking your spiritual gifts from developing. I feel like a lot of you are feeling it energetically. It's going to come in the form of just feeling a sense of lack, feeling a loss of energy. And also, if it's a workplace, you're going to feel like everybody's constantly up against you. You're also going to feel like you're always bumping heads with management, and it's because you're meant to be a leader, like you're meant to be in a leadership position. So I feel like big career changes are coming for those of you who may be attracted to this reading, and big relationship changes are coming for many of you. And I'm talking about like many of you who may be in like marriages, long-term relationships. You are waking up to the divine feminine energy within you, and whoever's around you, I feel like it's been a constant struggle watching you transform. And how you're going to know that your environment needs to change is the people around you cannot come with you. They can't come with you on this journey. It's going to feel like they're triggering you, they're against you, they're irritating you, they're doing things to constantly bring you down versus support you. So things may be breaking down around you, but I feel like this reading is coming through to let you know that rebirth, it can be a bit of a painful process because it is the process of like death happening where certain things are being stripped away from you. But it's like a blessing in disguise. Okay, so I'm hearing the guidance for many of you is to allow divine timing to occur. Trust that everything that is happening is for you. You need to gently release and put more time and effort into protecting your energy, getting very clear on your boundaries, and getting very clear on the direction that you want to go in, and then fearlessly pursue that with action. So I'm going to see what messages the universe has for you in terms of shifting things. If you're experiencing shaky energy, a tower moment, you just don't know what to do, maybe the cards will offer guidance on your next moves, okay? But it definitely has to do with something or someone in your environment. And I'm seeing the minute that you shift this or have the courage to shift it, you might go through like a brief period of, job loss or a breakup. But I'm seeing what's on the other side of that. And you may already be getting signs of this, but you might be afraid to take that big leap. I'm hearing what's on the other side of that is going to propel your spiritual gifts. Okay, whoever's there currently, it's blocking the spiritual gift from developing. And how I know that is because the big lesson here for you is to go through this loss, and that is actually going to be the catalyst for this tenacity or drive, this motivation opening up within you. Okay, so let's see what's happening. We have our King of Cups, someone who is honorable, devoted, mature, warm-hearted. So a romantic partner you can trust, excellent advice that comes from the heart, getting involved in a cultural or creative endeavor. Okay, so the King of Cups energy is all about peace. I feel like this is an energy awakening within you that says, I deserve the best because I am the best. So whoever you are, you're becoming more clear on the fact that you enjoy harmony, you enjoy peace. You might be in a stagnant relationship where you're constantly having to deal with someone who's angry, they're cranky, they're ungrateful. Every single day they're moaning and groaning about their existence, and you're outgrowing that, Divine Feminines. You see life in a different way, and the more you surround yourself with this person, your joy is just getting taken away from you. Your ability to create, your ability to feel supported, and to move forward with some of the creative projects that you want to move forward with. It's like this foul energy just comes in, it makes you irritated, and then all of a sudden this motivation and drive that you had to work on your gifts at night or this creative endeavor, it just gets siphoned away or it goes away. But what I'm hearing is, if you're in your own space without this person, as hard as it might be to go through this tower moment, once you are alone and on your own and in your own space, you're going to see how incredible your life is going to shift and change, and the new energy and new people that are going to be replacing the old, it's going to make you feel like you're so much more in alignment. You're going to be kicking yourself in the butt going, why was I dragging my feet on getting out of that? Okay, so whoever you are, you're beautiful, you're compassionate, you're devoted. I feel like your environment knows this, which is why they keep you there and they keep you siphoned. But you're meant to spread your wings and you're meant to grow and be bigger. You're a leader, which is this king energy here, but you're so devoted and warm-hearted that you should be a leader in places that appreciate your leadership and can help it grow in a better way, a way that is more productive for you. This is being in a space and environment that actually appreciates your gifts rather than trying to hold them back out of jealousy or fear. Okay, so a strong message for many of you to, gently start recognizing that you've got some moves to make. This is the king energy we're talking about. It's okay to be warm-hearted, but, a lot of the times you really have to watch your back and start, I feel, taking on the energy of being assertive and protective with your heart, okay? We also have the Two of Winter, so that's swords energy, okay? So indecision is holding you back. Interesting. So that's why I feel like, it could be quitting a job and knowing that you deserve way better, but you might be so scared of your stability. But I'm hearing the universe is going to have your back. I mean, plan, right? Take a little bit of a risk here. Many of you might be strapped in a situation and you're not really all that strapped, right? You can borrow. You can go to the bank. You can take out a loan. You're not exactly strapped. You may just be trying to do everything all by yourself, okay? So indecision's holding you back from making a choice that's better for you rather than trying to please others, okay? So this work or job could be very demanding. You might find yourself repeating old patterns that really just wants to die away. That part of you that will take that promotion because you know that, oh, your boss will be pleased. Or, you stay and you try one more time in this relationship to try to make this person happy or take on their healing. So you got to make a decision here. What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? What direction do you see your life going in? And the Two of Swords energy is also about contemplation. It's about pausing and stopping to pay attention to your thoughts. Don't act out of fear. Confront, okay? So that's another word I'm getting. Many of you may need to confront exactly what it is that's making you stay versus what actions you need to take in order to move forward, okay? This situation has come to an end. You have a decision to make, and if you don't, you're going to continue to be trapped in this energy of overgiving, feeling a lot of depletion. It's like you take one step and then you all of a sudden have to take 10 steps back. I feel like the universe is clearly shouting to you. It is something or someone in your environment. This is going to be someone that you have to see every day, people that you're going to have to spend time with every day on a daily basis. I'm hearing it's got to go. Okay, you've got to take a risk here, and it's that small little risk of like a week or two before this big opportunity comes in that you're afraid of. Okay? Yes, it's going to be scary, but if you just sit back and say, all is well, I did something for my highest good here. I removed myself out of a toxic environment that I was not thriving in. I trust that the universe is going to have my back, and that plan that I have going forward for myself is going to go through. And it will go through because, trust me, when your back is up against the wall, I'm hearing many of you will pull out your sword and fight. Because a lot of you are never going to let yourself down, right? You'll never see yourself out of a job. You'll never see yourself out of your shelter or your basic needs. A lot of you would fight tooth and nail for it. So don't worry, okay? Your tenacity and who it is you're made of is going to come when you decide to step away from something that's not serving your highest good. I'm also hearing feeling trapped between an intellectual and emotional decision, okay? So this could be knowing what's best for you, and it's like you stay because it's difficult, or you feel emotional about it where you get sentimental. Oh, well, we've known each other for so long, or I've been here for so long, or it feels so familiar. I really don't want to hurt this person. But then when you're there and you're doing the thing with them or this environment, it takes from who it is you are as a person. It's like you continue your journey, but you're continuing your journey in this very depleted energy. Okay, so what is your best course of advice on this decision that you have to make? How do we get out of this Two of Swords energy? Okay, so we have our Awakening card, which is to change the way you're looking at the situation. And that's why I feel like many of you might be afraid of like a period of time that you have to go through feeling like, oh my God, what the hell am I going to do? How the hell am I going to survive? What is my plan? But believe me, that is the very energy that's going to make you guys go, holy shit, this is my plan, time to execute, okay? This is a temporary pause in the action right now. So put in lots of thought. Like, don't decide to just quit without having a plan B. And maybe some of you are lacking or feeling a little bit frazzled in your mind on the very key fact that you need to create a plan B. Trust yourself. Trust yourself that you know what it is you're doing. We also have our Seven of Winter, and I love that the Seven of Winter is coming through as I say trust yourself, because this energy in itself is all about confidence, okay? Skating through this. There's a better choice. You're not seeing things clearly and you're running away from the truth. Okay, so think about what that truth is. And I feel like maybe for many of you, the truth is this environment that I'm in does not make me happy. Every single time I feel like I get momentum, something or someone ends up happening and it just takes all of that away. So I feel like the next big step is to get rid of that environment. But at the same time, it's very fearful because this is going to involve a lot of things like, relocating. It could be divorce. It could be separation. It's going to bring up things that you're really scared to face, right? Custody, living in separate houses, relocating and making less money. Going through a period of time where you've got to really focus on your healing and to remember what it is you're made of. Otherwise, okay, stay in the stagnant situation, but it's going to come at a price, which is losing a bit of your essence and your soul every single day. And I feel like for many of you, you're getting to a point where it's like your soul's not even allowing you to do that. Your soul is like, listen, if you don't get moving, I am going to start shaking up shit around here, okay? So I feel like the universe itself, if you don't get your foot dragging on your mission work, your purpose, your dreams, the universe will start creating even more friction in these places. All right, so let's see what else your best course of advice is on how to continue moving forward, how to stay calm and grounded as well, universe. Okay, so we have our Knight of Swords. I love it, okay? This is the energy of determination. You got this, okay? I love it. It's Mother Kali energy too, right? Don't get up and... No, don't just sit there and cry. Get up and fight, okay? Mother Kali's energy is like, listen, don't pray to me and then come and cry on your knees. When you pray to me, I expect that you get up and fight. So I feel like this is the energy for many of you. Charge through and do not be afraid, okay? So seek out an intellectual solution to your problem. So time to put your thinking cap on. That's why I was saying for many of you that plan B is going to be really important. You might be afraid of quitting your job and you haven't even explored any other new ventures. It's like you're so afraid of leaving that behind that you can't even look in other places to see what would fulfill your soul. So prioritize, right? This is that overgiving energy, the people-pleasing energy, pleasing people more than yourself. That's got to go, okay? And again, with the King of Summer here, I just kind of glanced this as well, and I heard the universe say, don't forget to tell them this could also be a partner that may be keeping them stagnant as well, okay? So an intellectual solution to your problem, again, I'm going to be highlighting things like, seeing a lawyer, seeing a realtor. Don't be afraid of picking up the phone and having those types of conversations, getting other women on your team who are professionals and can give you a leg to stand on. Because sometimes doing these things, it's not all that easy, but when you speak to other people who have been through it, or you speak to other women who have experience, all of a sudden you hear their stories and what it is they've been through, and the fact that they've gotten up and fought, taken out their sword, sharpened it up, and gone out to battle. It really does make you feel like, wow, I can do this too. I don't actually have to be stuck. So that could be something that many of you could be delaying on, okay? But you need to act quickly and decisively. Otherwise, look at what I just said. Sudden and unexpected changes. The universe will come in and shake shit up if you don't get going, okay? And we also have our Queen of Cups coming up with our King of Cups. You deserve love, Divine Feminine, and you deserve partnership that it feels really equal and balanced, and you feel supported and you feel really celebrated. Even if that's on your own for a while and being your own King of Cups, I feel like you deserve it. And Queen energy in itself is of patience. It says here, listen to your heart, intuitive insights that you can trust, taking care of others, perhaps a little too much. There's that people-pleasing energy, because we know that's what the Queen of Cups does best in reverse, right? Overgive. This is water sign energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Like when they love hard and intensely, so much to the point of, losing themselves. And there's that fine line between holding on and losing yourself. So I do feel like many of you need to listen to your heart very closely. You may love this person, but they're holding you back in some way. Your spiritual gifts want to thrive. When you look around, you may you may love the life that you're living. But I feel like for some of you, that could be something that you've tried to convince yourself of, or that might be that person's narrative. When you really feel into it, you're not actually feeling fulfilled or happy. This person isn't on board with chasing their dreams. This person isn't on board with some of your spiritual enlightenment. In fact, you're not even able to share a lot of it or talk a lot about it openly in your own home, in your own space, because you might be entangled with someone who is on the complete other end of that. And it feels very depleting for you. So your soul is trying to send you a big message, Divine Feminine, that it is time to get crack-a-lackin' on your priorities. All right, guys? So pay attention, your immediate surroundings. There's something or someone in your environment. They're blocking your spiritual gifts. You might be afraid of removing yourself or these people out of your way. But I'm telling you guys, once you remove them, yes, you will go through a bit of the dark night of the soul. But what's on the other end of that tunnel? The light, everything that's waiting for you. It'll start coming through so quickly. Okay, you won't even have time to think about, any kind of loss that you experienced. All right, guys, so that's what I have for you for this one. I hope you guys have enjoyed. You guys take it easy, and I'll catch you in the next one, okay? Take care, guys. Bye.